Welcome to the phases of you and I, because just like the moon, we all go through phases. And on this podcast, we talk about the different phases we all go through in life while keeping it real, raw, fun, and entertaining. I am your girl, Danny K.
And I'm your girl, Sammy Soul.
And on tonight's episode, we will be talking about building generational wealth and financial freedom with our special guest, Mr. Hakim Mustafa.
Welcome.
Let's go.
What it do? Yes.
Welcome to the phases of you and I.
I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Looking forward to being here. I know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Great
be
vibes.
great gems. Yeah, let's get it.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all, we're gonna jump right into our affirmations. Phase one, I'll start. My affirmation is I find the beauty in every moment.
I like that.
Thank you.
No matter what,
Mm.
you gotta make sure that you understand the beauty even when it don't even look good on the outside.
It's light at the
Some type of beauty. Yeah, it's some type of light and beauty inside of that.
I feel that.
Okay.
You next? You next deal is me next.
I'll go. I'll let you go last since you're the guest.
Okay.
And so my affirmation is I am worthy of a wealthy life.
I like that.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
Strong. So my affirmation every day when I get up is it's like a 2-part thing.
Mhm.
I'm destined for greatness and I strive for excellence in everything I do.
Yes.
I got that from 2 different people, but I love them so much. You know, I put it together and I keep rolling with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
Have too much affirmations to repeat back to yourself.
That's a fact.
Okay, y'all. Before we jump into our next topic, we're gonna allow Hakim to introduce himself a little bit more. And
Hold on.
Oh.
Gotta go to phase 2, baby. How you doing?
I said, okay, we gonna go to phase 2, y'all. My bad. It's been a long day, so y'all gotta work. Bear with me. So we're gonna see how everybody's been doing. See how everybody's day's been going. One of you guys.
How you doing? What's going on, Hakeem? How is everything with you? We doing like a check-in, mental check-in, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, everything's good, you know, just working every day and working on personal development every day and trying to stay focused and level-headed every single day. Because like you said, mental checkup is hard. I know it's easy to get sidetracked and not to, you know, check on your own well-being. So you gotta have some kind of balance.
And yes,
that's for sure. How y'all sisters doing?
Man, I'm tired. I am tired. Like, I'm training for this new position at work, and it is kicking my ass. Oh my goodness. Like, literally. So, like, usually when I'm at work, I'll be like working on my own stuff. But like in this training, I can't. I haven't worked on anything for myself all day today. And then I got off work and had to ship these waste beads off. So I was like, on go. Had to package them up, ship them off.
The entrepreneur hustle. That's how it goes.
Videos.
Yeah.
A long day. All productive, and I'm still grateful and thankful. And I see the beauty in it.
Yeah, I'm glad you added all that on that.
Like Danny, y'all, I'm tired. I've been in the car all day. I got nothing done. I didn't get any rest. I'm just tired, but I'm here. And on top of that, I think I'm getting sick. I'm losing my voice, and I don't like it.
Oh, baby.
But you know, I ain't even about to claim that over myself. I'm gonna be all right. But other than that, I've been all right.
I am all right.
I am all right. I am healthy.
I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am that.
There you go. Affirmations. There you go.
Nigga, you know.
I thought she was rapping. I was like, okay, keep going.
Yeah. So you see the beauty in it, though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Be in it. All right, y'all. So now we're about to jump into phase 3. Sam's so ready for this topic. We were trying to skip the how you doing, you know.
Right.
But now it is time for the topic. And our topic, like I said before, is generational wealth and financial freedom. And before we go forward, go ahead, Hakeem, introduce yourself. Let the audience know who you are, what you do, and what you about to bring to them.
All right, so I'm Hakim Mustafa, 31 years old now. It's kind of crazy how that's moving fast. right from Baltimore. It's hitting harder and harder every year. So I'm like,
It's so
let's get
crazy.
this thing in.
I remember when we was in high school, like,
Facts.
oh
And
my
now look.
goodness. Oh,
So from Baltimore City, moved to South Carolina, from South Carolina now to Georgia. I just keep going further south. I think Florida's gonna be in my near future. I love the weather and the beaches. It's all good. What I do is personal credit help, life insurance, and also business funding. So pretty much I live in the money industry. I love it in the money industry. You can never learn too much about money and about finances and economics and everything that we were supposed to learn and didn't learn in school and coming up that we just got slapped in the face with after high school and college was over. So that's the industry I'm in. The reason why is because I first started out with personal credit, realizing that I needed it, and then I realized how much everybody else needed it, and then everything just kept on going from there to life insurance to business funding, because everything that I'm into is what people need, especially in our communities, Black communities. It's a lot of information, a lot of access that we don't have or we don't know about, and so now we're in the information age where there's no excuse, and you can get your hands on any information or anything you really, really need. So I'm in there trying to push that.
listen, all I gotta say is he already dropping gems like his energy, and you can hear his passion into what he's gonna tell us today. So I hope y'all listening, okay, and taking notes.
Pull out that pen and that paper.
Oh,
Facts. Big facts.
We're gonna start off with our first question. Because a lot of people they think they know, but they don't really know what generational wealth is. So we're gonna start off with asking you, like, can you tell the audience what is generational wealth?
Yeah, that's a great question. So generational wealth, for example, like the Walton family, the family that owns Walmart, right?
Mm-hmm.
That generation who started it, they struggled. They got they grassroots. They started everything. They got it up and running. They started building the businesses. But now all the people now that's in that family, they don't have to worry about money. They don't have to worry about the struggle of money. They don't have to worry about how they're going to eat, how they're going to survive, where they're going to live, how they're going to pay the light bill, water bill, none of that. So they can really go focus on the family business or any other business, anything they want to do in life, because they don't have to worry about the things that we have to worry about when you don't have generational wealth. So long story short is to have enough money, resources, opportunity, not only for you and your kids, but for the ones that come after that and after that. To that point, the Waltons right now, they're in the process of buying the Denver Broncos for like $4.5 billion for something that the people that came before set up, that's generational wealth. So when you set up a Walmart store out of a storage unit or garage, wherever they was in, and now it's so big where it's everywhere, you got Walmart, Sam's Club everywhere, and they using that money to buy NFL teams, that's really generational wealth on a high level. And that's what we need.
Yes, most definitely. Dang, 5 billion, baby.
Yeah,
Ooh, what problems y'all got?
It takes money to make money. I mean, that's how Michael Jordan became a billionaire with the Charlotte Bobcats. You know what I mean? He had to buy the NBA team, right. And that the value of that really took him to the billionaire status.
Dang, that's dope.
Generational wealth.
Okay, so now that you told us what generational wealth is, why is it so important to build generational wealth? You kind of tap into it, but can you go like a little deeper into like why is it so important for us to build generational wealth?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, for starters, right, in our communities, for sure, a lot of people don't know about money. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know about finance. And because we don't know that information, we get taken advantage of all the time. I'm talking about from the time you exit high school and going to college, after that, when it's time to go buy cars, houses, rent stuff, financing equipment for businesses, trying to get money for businesses, all of this stuff is stuff that we don't know about, we don't have access to. Like I mentioned earlier, with generational wealth, you really wipe all of that out the way. You knock all of those barriers down out the way. And so now, like my kids, they 11 and 12 now, right? And so when they have kids, right, when their kids are 11 and 12, they got all the resources and the access to things that they need, so they don't have to worry about how am I going to survive. They can actually live their life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us at that age, like we just said, 30s, right? So we came up in a time where our parents didn't have it. They didn't have any wealth to give us. So now we struggling out here trying to provide for not only ourselves, but for the ones that come after us. We trying to get the assets. We trying to build the wealth up. And if we already had that in place, or if our people already had that in place, it's a lot of things that we wouldn't have to worry about. We could just go ahead and keep on thriving and just maneuvering in different avenues. We be still trying to figure it out though.
Yeah.
True.
That's the hard part, man.
Yeah, we trying to figure it out. Like, everybody talking about Airbnb class. Okay, everybody in the world can't have an Airbnb.
Right.
Somebody else got to go somewhere else, right? Everybody can't build generational wealth the same way, but that's the age that we in. Everybody's on the same wave. So it's also a race to see who's going to do what. Like, which way can I go? Everybody's not in that same avenue in the same location. Now we all got the information. So it's about who's really going to put their foot forward and go get it and make it happen.
Right.
To pick back up, I feel like a lot of us, we like you said, you spoke about it a little while ago. We rush to try to get it instead of trying to find out the right information, have it a detailed plan, being strategic. We really rush to try to get it and end up failing in the end, and wonder why, and often wonder why, like, why is it not working? Like, properly do the concept of how things work. And I also wish that, like, there are a lot of things that they taught us in school. We could have been taught this in school.
Oh.
We talked about this.
I can tell you right now, 80% that I learned in high school, I do not use that today.
Not at all.
Oh.
Do not.
Not
at all. It's crazy.
At all.
Like, for what?
So it's like, what are we really doing? That's why we need the generational wealth.
That's why I was like, I'm on something like, if I ever have kids, like, they're gonna be homeschooled. I'm gonna teach y'all, because I'm not putting, and I'm not gonna pay for private school if private school gonna be teaching that too. So it's just like,
right.
And it's like, well, how can we put our future kids? How can we put that trust into the school system when it's still the same and it's pretty much downgrading? Like, when we was in school, how the grading system was and how they knocked it down. Like, y'all, our kids need to reach that potential that they have.
Oh, they just letting these kids pass. They just like pass. Like, that's all they're doing is letting these kids. They don't care. They just
they say no child left behind. They really mean no child left behind. We're
like,
gonna push you through.
Grade on a kindergarten reading level.
Yeah.
In sixth grade on a kindergarten and first grade reading level. It's crazy.
It's a fact.
And it's crazy. Like, another thing, this is a little off topic, but even with the cursive, they don't even know how to. They're not even learning how to write in cursive now.
Can you sign their name? Can you sign your name? I don't know how. I didn't learn that in my generation.
That's a fact. But you know what? To the point that you said, they don't even know cursive. Generational wealth, right? Check out LeBron James. LeBron James got so much generational wealth, he opened up a school.
Yeah.
And allowed these people to come to school for free. Gave them bikes and everything to students so they could get to school. That's generational wealth. So now he can control what kind of stuff, what kind of curriculum that they learn inside of their school, and the teachers and everybody who's coming in. Kanye West, everybody think he's crazy, but he did the same thing. He got all that land in Wyoming. He got a whole community, school, sports, everything. So that's, when we talking generational wealth, that's the level, but you can't do that on a small level. You got to be a big dog, It takes a lot of energy and a lot of grinding to be that big dog to get all of that.
That's so true.
But it's important. And then also, real quick to what Sam said about, want things quick. I always call this the microwave era, right? Even myself, I get guilty of that sometimes too. I want it right now. Like, I want to have this right now. I start this. I want to have X amount of dollars like right now.
I want it, and I want it now.
Right. But now, if you also step back and look at the big dogs again, these cats been doing this for years and years and years. And like Sam said, this stuff is real strategic. They got plans for their money. They got plans for their business. They got plans for their investments. It's not I'm gonna wake up and see what the next man doing. This is really strategic how they got everything planned out. During recessions like now, that's when the cats with all the money, they're gonna buy up everything. They're gonna buy all the assets. Nobody else can afford it. They weren't in position to win. And so that's how you continue to expand that generational wealth and increase it.
Right. So how now it's like we're in a generation where everybody want to do everything.
Right.
I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it all. And sometimes that set us back, because if you look back, these millionaires, they wasn't trying to tap into everything. They were just like, this is my main focus, and I'm gonna just get focused on this one thing, and I'm gonna work hard, and
That's a fact.
I'm guilty. I'm trying to like take a step back. Yeah,
I'm guilty of that too. I already started a couple ventures before and I stopped, and I'm like, oh, why did I stop? Every time you stop, you got to start something else over again. So like, why do you stop? But then when, like you said, a lot of millionaires, they don't do a lot of things at one time. They focus on that one thing that's really paying them, and they ramp that up to such a high level, and then they could go do other stuff. That's what we got to get. You know, we want that money now. It's like, hey, what can I get tomorrow? You know?
And it's like, once you get the money, then tap into everything. You got to get the money, then tap into everything.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
We want to tap into everything and get the money at the same time.
At the same time.
At the same time.
We try to do it the wrong way.
Right.
So, yeah, we got to learn the blueprints and go after the blueprint.
Totally true. So,
okay, go ahead, Danny.
I know we talked about it like a little bit before, but do you think generational wealth is being taught in Black communities? And if so, how?
I think what was the last part of that question?
Do you think generational wealth is being taught in the Black communities, and how, or like in what ways is it being taught?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. I think it's being taught now because, like I said, it's the information age. So now you'll see certain people out in the Black communities or trying to hold events in the Black communities to teach it. I still don't think it's being adopted on a big scale because a lot of our mindsets, though. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could go out there and try to save everybody, but, you know, only the people who come who really want the help or really want to change. Other than that, everybody's so blinded by everything else right now. A lot of people not thinking about that.
Right.
Or not really willing to put the work in to get that. They're just like, I'm okay. Until gas hit $10, then
gas hit $10, eggs hit $10.
You know?
Cow milk hit $20.
I'm telling you, so
running out of formula milk.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, to speak on a little bit of that, like all of this is just a distraction to like get us away from the things that we need to accomplish, especially in the Black communities.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot to accomplish in the Black communities, man. As I get older, I keep just thinking about different things. I was listening to something last night talking about, you know, we need to be trying to send more people to school to get in positions of power, politics, things of that nature, because politics is really the controls of the country. Yes. For real. Like, you know, and once you get into those seats, you can control stuff. Until then, I'm saying people who've been there the last 100 years, they're going to stay there and they're going to keep doing what they do.
They're going to die.
Yeah, they're going to die there, you know. The only reason
or they're gonna bring in their people, because you know them rich people.
That's it.
They show the next person they come in that they
that's
know.
It.
Yeah.
And that's why they go for endorsements for each other. They're gonna let me rub your back so you can endorse my campaign and get me this money and all of that. And so we gotta break that down. That's gonna take a long time, but I mean, it's no other way. I feel like that's it.
Here to see it, like when we actually get into that position as a community, like to be here to finally see it. Like I do, like we was talking, like you said earlier, it's changes, but we need more people to come together.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stuff that we got to realize. You know, if we really want to change the community and really teach it, it's gonna be a lot of stuff we're going to do for free. Like everything we do can't have a price tag on it because people not going to pay. That's just what it is. They don't find it important. They're not going to pay. Right. If I go right now to Georgetown, right, say, hey, I'm having a life insurance event, I'm gonna charge you $50, $100. Nobody's coming down there. If I have it free, really, nobody's gonna come. But that's the only way you'll get somebody to listen. Right. You got to get in front of people. So you got to get them there and teach them. There's not gonna be a one-time event. I mean, it takes time. Right. It takes time to show people why money is important, why tracking your money is important, why looking at your credit report is important, why learning how to use other people's money to build your business is important. Why you have all the stuff already set up before you start a business. Why is that important? There's so much stuff that comes with it. And we just want to do everything a quick way. Or we don't want to learn. And we just figure, hey, I'm going to do it my way. And we hit that brick wall over and over and over again. You know?
True. So like you talk about, you know, building generational wealth, the importance of it. So let's learn how one can start building generational wealth.
Okay. Well, it's a couple of different ways. But one thing to start, right? To start building generational wealth, first you got to start learning about money, right? Economics. You got to learn about money, how money works, how banks use money, how all these big companies, insurance companies, and use money, right? You got to know what these financial vehicles are, what investments are, assets, liabilities are, right? How to use good debt versus bad debt. Right, because the big dogs, you know, the people who have the generational wealth, they don't use personal debt to buy these assets. They use business debt, you know, good debt to buy these assets. So it's a lot of different things that we have to learn first before you can even jump into that field. If not, you're gonna get burned, right? So once you start taking time to learn about the money, or find somebody who knows about it, if you don't have time to learn, find somebody who really knows about it, who's done it, already proven blueprint. Don't just go to your cousin next door like, hey, I got some money, I'm trying to flip it. They're gonna run you down the hole, right? For instance, real estate. We know a lot of people do real estate, where we grew up at, where we're from, but not everybody is successful doing real estate because they didn't follow the right blueprints of the people who did. Right. So first is the knowledge. Then after the knowledge, you got to start applying the knowledge. And you got to figure out what you're going to get into first. You can't do everything at one time. Right. So like one of my mentors say, whatever's make you the most money, keep your main thing the main thing until once you got that running pretty much on autopilot, you can bring in something that's not away from that, but that coincides with what you're already doing to start another stream of income. Right. So once you got the first stream of autopilot, now you start the other stream up, you build that up. Now you got two streams running almost on autopilot. It's paying you all the time. And then you just continue to add new things or add new assets. That's how it starts out. But the first part is getting the mind straight about the money. We can't go buy Yeezys if we're trying to build generational wealth. We don't have any assets.
Getting all the Jordans.
You know what I'm saying? So a golden rule, I learned this from one of my mentors, and they got plenty of money. He got over $4 billion in commercial real estate. Don't spit. This how I go. You take your earned income. Your earned income buys assets that pay you. The assets that pay you buy all the Yeezys and all the Jordans and all the cars because you're not working for that.
Right. Okay.
You're not trading time for that money. So that's how you do it.
Yes. That's some good gems. Y'all taking notes. I just hope there's some good gems. So how did you decided okay, I need to take generational wealth serious, or when did you got interested in generational wealth and why?
That's a good question too. So coming out of prison, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I had zero idea, right? And I was like, I got 2 kids right now. So what am I gonna do? Right? 5 years in, coming out, kind of lost 2 kids. I graduated high school. I didn't get a college degree at this time. I never went to college. So I was just like, I'm going to sign up for college. I love tech. We're going to do tech, right? That's going to pay at least $100K a year at some point. I'm cool with that, right? But then as I continued to I got notebooks that I came out of prison with of just stuff I wanted to study. Bunch of stuff I written down. I eavesdrop really good. I listen to people while I'm walking by, and I write down a note. Hey, I'm going to check that out, right? That's how I learned about stocks, eavesdropping. So once I write this stuff down, once I go home or I get to I got time to study, I start looking stuff up. And as I'm looking stuff up, I get more and more interested. I'm like, whoa, how are they doing this? Whoa, how are they doing that? And then I start buying books and I start going to seminars in person and meeting people, learning more information, and it just keeps exploding. And at that time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to school for this, right? I love tech. That's cool. But I'm also finding out it's a lot more money out here to be made, and people are making it in a lot of different ways. And so it's blueprints already in place. And I feel like about anything, if they can do it, I can do it too. So I started looking at things different, and I got in mentor groups, and I started going to workshops. And that right there really just made me really serious about I can do this. I can really do this. If they can do it and they telling me how to do it, why wouldn't I be able to do the same things they're doing? So the importance of it, as I know, residual income, right? I still get paid off of some stuff I did 2-3 years ago. I love that feeling. There's no better feeling than that, right? So knowing that and feeling that, okay, I did this thing one time, 3 years later, I'm still getting paid off of that one transaction. Imagine when you magnify that times 100 times 1,000 times 2,000, and now you're getting paid every single month off of something you did before. You build massive wealth like that. And so I see how important that is, and how I don't have to wait on a paycheck from work. I don't have to work 2 weeks to get this paycheck, and I got stuff coming in that I did years ago. It's crazy. So so to that point, it's like, okay, I need to be doing this kind of work. That's why I love the money industry. Money industry, you get a lot of residual income, a lot of recurring income, and everybody needs what's in this industry.
Right.
Highly lucrative. You become very wealthy, a lot of residual income, and it's important for everybody.
When did you started, what year did you start your journey to wealth and financial freedom?
When I started actually doing the work, I would say 2016.
Okay.
I would say in the 2016, beginning of 2017.
That's like 8 years.
Yeah, it's a couple years ago.
Okay, so so let's start talking about your financial freedom journey, because financial freedom and generational wealth kind of like go hand in hand. So talk about like how can a person start their financial freedom journey? Well, first explain like the difference between like having a financial free journey and then building generational wealth.
Got you. So financial freedom is like, to make it simple, financial freedom is like this, right? I have $2,000 in bills every single month. I know that for a fact. Now I have more money coming in, passive income than $2,000 a month to take care of my bills. I don't have to trade my time for money to pay my bills. I have time to do whatever I want to do. That's like financial freedom. I'm not worried about money. I have time. Now that doesn't mean I have time. I have money for my great grandkids and all that that's coming behind me. That just means I have enough money right now where I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna pay my bills, right? I can go do whatever. Generational wealth that's on a way bigger scale. That's nobody in our family for maybe a couple decades or generations that don't have to worry about money. That's financial freedom for everybody who's in our lineage, right? So it's a little different. How you can start financial freedom though is, well, first you still have to learn about money. I'm not going to change that, right? Because if you don't know, you will screw yourself up. It's not hard to do it. But then you have to figure out what you're good at or what you're willing to do that's going to pay you really good, right? Because it really comes down to math. When we talking about financial freedom, it comes down to math, it comes down to numbers, right? I need X amount of dollars every single month to survive. I need 5,000 to survive. If I get 8,000, I'm good for the month, right? I'm comfortable. My bills paid and I'm straight. What can I do to get X amount of dollars every month? Now you got to figure that out, right? It's a lot of people doing side hustles on Fiverr and everything else because they got skills and they good at different things. Editing, like you do cameras, editing, podcasts, things of that nature. So whatever you're willing to do that's lucrative, that you can kind of scale, that's how you will start going towards financial freedom, or find a service that you can sell, something that's already established. That's a good way.
Yes. So okay, you kind of say some of what are some some things that you can do to build like some resources that you can reach out to, or like if you want to like start a business, like just some things you can do to start building that financial freedom journey.
Yeah, so first is networking and building relationships, because just through networking and building relationships, you might find somebody who say, hey, I got a really good idea, or I have something that I need to sell. Hey, can you sell this for me? If you can sell this for me, I give you 50%. I give you 40%. That might be your way to financial freedom. That could be one way, right? So networking is really, really big. If not networking, I would say, people don't like sales, but I would say sales, right? Because people buy stuff all the time, and sales is very lucrative.
I do not like sales.
Man, sales is. I
hate sales jobs. Like I'm just too lazy, and it's like I don't be caring.
You got to find something that you like can attach to or care about to really push it, right? Like you might be good selling cameras or something like that. You really know about them, the lenses and all. I don't know nothing about it. You sell anything, huh?
I used to work at Best Buy trying to sell them cameras.
Yeah, see, I'll probably buy anything. You tell me anything about a camera, I don't know it. If you tell me it work good, boom, boom, it's a good price, I'm gonna buy it. Okay, cool, let's go. I'm done with that. I'm on to the next. You get a good commission, So everything I do is like commission based for real. My full-time job is commission and salary, uncapped income potential. So I can run up a big check. I can work as much as I want to. So, for financial freedom, if we talking about I'm trying to pay the rent, I might pay my rent off of one phone call that I make. And everything else is just what? It's just in my bank account. What's in my pocket, right? So that's why I say sales, even though most people don't like it. Affiliate marketing.
Is it like growing your business sales? Because you gotta
that's what I'm saying. So everything is literally a sale depending on who you ask.
Because I know like customer service, like you have to have customer service in anything that you do or whatever. I'm thinking about like you got to be able to sell, like even like when you go to the doctor, the doctor is selling you what they
trying to give you.
Let's go.
I know this is X, Y, and Z, and if you don't know about it, you gonna just fall for it.
You gonna fall for it. They gonna send you a big old bill in the mail and say, it costs $30,000. You don't even know what that thing says.
If my doctor still sell me some medicine that I didn't need because it didn't work for me. I'm like, okay, you say it's gonna work. Okay, let me take them.
Yeah. So I'm glad you. So yeah, like you said, building your business is sales. So no matter how you really think about it, like everything is a sale in some way, shape, or form. And that's why if you get good at sales, you can pretty much do anything. Doesn't matter. You can be anywhere and be like, okay, I need some money. What can I sell? I gotta go grab and sell it. I got some money. Let's go to the next thing. So it's very lucrative.
Very.
To get with it. Commission. Listen, I'm gonna tell everybody. People are scared of commission, right? And I don't want to do commission. Because somebody tell me no, I don't get the money. But listen, that one person that tells you yeah can really blow it up for you, right?
That's true.
Well,
Like everything commission, and that like it was new to me, but I had to realize like, listen, this is the only job I got right now. If I want money in my pocket, I'm gonna sell these picture packages. Like y'all gonna come take some pictures for. And see selling cell phones. Like, oh yeah, I used to love it. Like at the same now, I think I'm at a point. It's all about the extra money and the extra income as far as commission comes in. When you get that big money is selling those add-on products like the phone cases, chargers. So my way of doing that was pretty much having a conversation with those people, getting to know them, and them just being pretty much being likable. Like, you know what? I like her energy. I'm gonna help her out, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the reason was, it got me what I needed. At the end of the day, went home at the end of the month with the big money. I had liked that job. Don't lie. I just didn't like that. I wasn't feeling the hours, but I like it.
Yeah, it's all the people business. You got to learn people, but it helps you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like down the line when you start dealing with any industry, when you're dealing with people and you already did sales, you can talk to people, you can feel people out, you can feel a vibe, you can redirect the conversation, you can ask the right questions, to get the answers that you need to make the sale or to do whatever else you're trying to do. It's so much that you learn in the sales. That's why I really love it. It's like psychology or something,
Like, like building generational wealth. Like, what is the suffering like? Because you talk about like, when you build a generational wealth, it's like you gotta go through some things. What does those look? What does I got a tongue twister? Come on, twister.
Oh, twister.
What does those things look like? Like trying to build generational wealth and you don't have nothing. You came from nothing.
I mean, we talking about building the house from the ground up at this point, right? You gotta figure out, okay, what am I gonna do, right? And then you gotta start executing. But you gotta have a plan in place, right? So the best thing to do is have goals, have daily goals that you're gonna write down, have longer term goals that you're gonna write down that you're gonna commit. You're gonna commit yourself towards hitting those goals, because to say, okay, I'm gonna start generational wealth. Okay, well, how I'm gonna start? I'm gonna start in real estate. Okay, how am I going to start in real estate? I got to have some kind of money or some kind of capital to get inside the real estate game, right? So you got to start putting that plan together and start working towards it. I might say, hey, I need $10,000 as a down payment. So start mapping out that 10 grand. Now, on the way to this, you're going to come across some hurdles. Life's going to throw some things at you. It happens, right? Sometimes it's like this. Every time you feel like, hey, I just got ahead, I just got in a better position, boom, something comes slap you down, take all your money.
Bro. For real. Listen.
Every time you get a car.
Every time. It's like,
every time. It's like the universe is just waiting. Go ahead. I'm great.
And so this is part of that struggle, right? Part of that suffering, because it's not gonna happen one time. It's gonna keep happening over and over. So now it's like, okay, how disciplined am I to I need the 10 grand to start this generational wealth, right? So when my car breakdown, am I going to take 4,000 out of the 6,000 that I got saved to get my car fixed and start over? Or am I going to figure out another way, right? Or, hey, I don't have enough money to pay this. So what am I going to do besides taking from what I got saved up that goes towards my plan? Because if I keep taking out of my plan money, I'm never going to start the generational wealth. I'm going to always keep starting over every single time. That's one of the struggles. So you might have to sacrifice, I can't go nowhere for a couple months. You know what I mean? I can't eat seafood like I want to every other weekend. I can't go out to the club or wherever, concert, football game. I love going to football games. I can't go to the Ravens game, right, for the next couple months because I got to save that money. So on the way to that, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta grind it out. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Right, it's a lot of entrepreneurs. If you think, a lot of them were homeless trying to get to that journey, and they take everything that they have and they put it towards that business or that goal, and nothing else matters at the time, you know. So you might have to go through it like that. Richest man on the planet, Elon Musk, when they did that PayPal deal and sold PayPal, he took all his money, all his millions and millions of dollars, and put it into Tesla and SpaceX, and then he had to borrow rent money, you know. And so people are like, oh, he's so lucky. Nah, he really put it all on the line for himself.
And
And so
that's
you,
Building generational wealth is such a risk, and it's like it's such a sacrifice. Like, and a lot of people, they're not ready for that sacrifice, and they wonder why. It's like, okay, why is it not working? Why am I not there yet? Like, what's going on? It's like I'm doing the work, but still with some things that you're lacking because you're not willing to sacrifice your normality of your spendings and what you want before.
right.
true.
And repeating that cycle over and over and over until you really, really, really commit to breaking it.
So let's take it back to the Black community, and let's talk about why do you feel like the Black community, a lot of them are being held back when it comes to building generational wealth?
I like that question. That's a great question. So the Black community, right? One thing I'm gonna keep saying is the mindset, because you can't build generational wealth without having that kind of mindset. We still be in the survival mindset, or the I want to do what I want to do. It's my money. I want to do what I want to do mindset, instead of thinking of the bigger picture, right? So instead of sacrificing, we're gonna take a lot of us to take the money. Our people, they take the money and they just go buy some rims or whatever, right? It's the mindset. They're not thinking about the long term. They think about the right here, right now. You only got one life to live, all of that, all of those things. And so until you get that mindset straight to say, okay, well, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm going to do it, this is the sacrifices in order to get that done, until you get to that point, it's never going to happen.
Right.
And unity as well, because you can't build generational wealth by yourself. Right. So we're talking about, like, if you're talking about starting a major company or getting major real estate to start generational wealth, you got to also start talking about who you're going to be collaborating with, who you're going to be working with, or who's going to be working with you to do that. Because you can't build an Apple or a Tesla with one person, and you can't build it in one day. So that's people skills. You got to go back to people skills, got to go back to the mindset, got to go back to uniting together under one cause, because our whole community can do this together and all our families could be straight. Or I could try to figure this out myself. It take a lot longer, but when I hit, then you say I'm lucky and then you're mad. You know?
What they say, Noah Ark wasn't built overnight, honey. It was not. It was not.
Right.
So what are some misconceptions about financial freedom?
That is easy, that it can happen, that it's going to happen super fast, that everybody is going to have it, that I think those are the biggest misconceptions that I hear. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are scared to chase it because it sounds like a scary journey. So they just feel like, oh, okay, I'm good where I'm at.
I think another one is, because especially in this generation, is having like the latest luxury item or the hottest item. People look at that like, oh, if you can buy all of that, then you're financially free. Like,
right.
People think that you got money, or they just ball it when the whole time they probably just spending, putting this on credit cards, loans, Afterpay, all of this other stuff.
Yep.
Whatever. So I think that's like a big misconception, like looking at somebody for what they have and think that,
they got it all.
Yeah.
That's a huge misconception.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up, actually. And you never know how that person got what they got.
Right.
You got to do, like you said, they could max out all their credit cards to get that. And
Right.
then you sit over here with
and they going home to oodles and noodles.
Right. And then you looking at them like, I want that, but you got food. You can eat steak and shrimp at night. You know?
Right.
So it's a little bit different.
I'm gonna choose food every time. I don't care.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It's definitely that, chasing that, keeping up with the Joneses, and social media doesn't make it any easier because you see what everybody has or what they claim to have, and it's like, oh, I want that too.
It's like, you got to do what's popping on social media.
They follow it and like, oh, I gotta get me this Birkin. I gotta get this Hellcat. Like,
right.
Okay.
It ain't nothing wrong with it, but
it's wrong with it. But they be so. I think people be so in a rush, like what Hakim said, keeping up with the Joneses. Like, you know what? I gotta one up this person to show them that I got it.
Yeah, and it's nothing wrong with having it. It's just about how you get it too. Because like I said, my mentor was like, look, it ain't nothing wrong with having it. It's about how you get it. Don't work 40 hours a week and take all your money and go buy the phone, or take all your money and go buy the shoes, and then you don't have nothing in return. You don't have nothing that's paying you. You gotta go back to work now because now you gotta pay the bill, right? It's just taking that money and buying something that's gonna pay you. So then that money can buy whatever you want. That money could, the rent money could buy the Hellcat. You got 30 people paying you rent. That go buy the Hellcat and everything else you want. You didn't work for it, So it's just about kind of how you get it.
Yeah, I hope y'all listening to them gems and still taking notes. I hope y'all ain't put that pen and paper away.
All right, so like we about to end this. So like, do you have like any advice or like any gems with other than what you said to anyone? Like if someone comes to you right now and be like, okay, what's the steps I need to take to be financially free and build generational wealth? Like
first, I'm gonna say get ready to learn. Get ready to learn. Don't think that tomorrow we about to buy Bitcoin. Don't think we about to do Toro tomorrow. Versus we gonna sit down and we gotta learn about what this is that you're trying to do, how you get there, the steps in between, the mindset needed to do that, and then how to execute. For instance, like I said, I'm really good at eavesdropping, right? I learned about stocks because I was waiting tables at a restaurant, and it's the middle of the day. These people come to eat, so I know somebody got some money, right? I'm working, you just come to eat, you spend the money, you chilling, you ain't really in no rush. I mean, you really not on lunch break, or you the big dog of the company, right? So I'm listening to what you saying on the phone. So when I'm listening, I'm wiping tables down, I hear them talking about buying 9,000 shares of a stock. Automatically, I'm going to Google to see what that is. Now, mindset. When I started investing, right, I went to a company to start learning, right? I went to like a broker or whatever they call them to start learning. But when I started doing it on my own and I was investing, I started doing good, right? I put money in there. I learned things the hard way. I put money in there. I started seeing it go up, go down. Okay, cool. One move I made, I put some money in, and a year worth of investing in like probably 3 or 4 days, all the profits gone. I panicked. I snatched everything out. I need everything else.
dang.
Right? But see, you can't build wealth like that. That's panic. And so that comes with mindset. Because the wealthy people, they know when that stuff go down, they buy more stock. It's on sale, right? If you don't have that mindset though, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna panic like I did. You're gonna take all your money out. When the stock shoots back up, you missed all the returns. You missed all the profit. You lost because you sold. That's what I did. So you can't build generational wealth without knowledge. So that's the first and foremost thing I'm gonna keep pushing out there, because the knowledge and the mindset that's the driving force behind the actions. You can't act on nothing if you don't know what you're doing. Right?
Right, so I hope y'all took those gems and y'all put it in your pocket and don't ever lose it. Use what Hakim told y'all to do, build that generational wealth and be on this journey to financial freedom. Thank you, Hakim, for showing up for us today and sharing your gems and everything that you got to say for today. That was really dope. Now we're about to go into phase 4. What's phase 4, Sam?
Phase 4 is what's tea in the streets. So y'all should know current events that's going on. We're gonna talk about. So I'll start. My tea in the streets is Kimberly Elise. She's the one that played TT off of Set It Off and a lot more other movies. She's getting a lot of backlash, y'all, because she agrees with, and I mean, she has a right to her own opinion with the Roe versus Wade. She's pretty much saying a lot of babies are going to be saved, and she's grateful for the overturn. So the people was eating her up. They was.
Ooh, child.
They was saying some things that I was like, dang, that hurt my feelings for her.
Sometimes your opinion does not matter. Just shut up.
Just mind you, just keep where it's at. Like,
just keep it to yourself. That's how you feel. Keep it to yourself. Put it in your pockets. Leave it there.
Yeah, because they definitely went in on her.
I bet they did. I bet they let her have every bit of what they thought.
Like I said, her opinion was her opinion, but like Danny said, sometimes it's not needed.
Right.
That's a fact.
That's crazy. She deserved it. Okay, so my tea in the street is very, very, very sad. Another Black kid has been gunned down.
It's crazy.
Jalen Walker. Sean King posted that I just learned that the police in Akron, Ohio, murdered his young brother, a sweet soul, and a DoorDash driver. in as beautiful of a fashion as ever seen. 8 police officers, 7 which were white, fired a staggering 90 bullets
That's a lot.
at Jalen. 90 bullets. Shooting him at least 60 times in his face, chest, leg, feet, back, and everywhere else you could think of. Even when he fell down, they kept shooting him. They shot him 60 times.
That gave me chills just now.
After they shot him and he was down, they went and arrested him.
They arrest him? How you even arrest him at this point? That's crazy.
That's just like, and then he got pulled over for a traffic violation. He never been arrested or in trouble a day in his life. Ever. And now he said that protests are happening right now in Akron and the whole city is being shut down. Festivals being canceled. It's that bad.
They're gonna tear up everything.
Yeah. It's like 60 times. Like he didn't have any weapons on him. No weapons.
And then the fact that he's not moving.
It was 8 police officers. If he did fought back, y'all 8 of y'all couldn't hold him down. And that's 8 of y'all. Come on.
That's crazy.
Be real.
And the audacity to go put handcuffs on this man.
Thanks. Yes.
Okay, let's arrest him. Let's go lock him up. How?
Like that's wild.
Wild is an understatement to that. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah.
That was heavy, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all, but
no, you good.
That was
stuff like that. Like we need to know stuff like that. As bad as it is, we still need to know what's happening. That's crazy. My thing is the truck that got found in Mexico. I mean, not Mexico, in Texas, with all those immigrants in it, found dead and half dead. You seen that? It was like 50. I think 50 people died so far.
What?
Yeah, it was yesterday. So they got this big thing going. You know, the people trying to sneak across the border. So this guy had this big old 18-wheeler truck. He had like 60-something people in there. He was smuggling across the border. They died because of like heat exhaustion. I think the trailer was found in San Antonio. The police rolled up on it, was trying to figure out what was wrong with it while I was just sitting there and opening it up, and all these people was like dead and dying. So that's a real big thing. And then today, another accident happened in Texas with like 7 people in the car. This dude was running from the police trying to smuggle people across the border and crashed into an 18-wheeler. So like 4 or 5 of them died. So they got the border on like extra lock right now, trying to see what's up with all this, all this stuff going down. Dang. The driver was full of what did they say he was on? I think they say he was on meth. He jumped in the back, was acting like he was one of the people that was being smuggled and dying, and they got him linked to some people on the cell phone. So they got a whole ring. These cats facing death sentences. Yeah, it's wild right now. So yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah,
like the
world. Oh my goodness.
It is like 50 people lost their life trying to, and the crazy part is like it's 2 parts to this, right? It's the people who trying to get to America for something better, for more money, to live a better life, whatever. And then it's the people who smuggling them trying to get the payoff because that's an opportunity for them, and it just all goes south. It's like everything just goes south. So the risk that people take, man, like you said, the risk and reward sometimes is like, whew, it's crazy.
Is it even worth it?
Right, is it worth it? Now you facing a death penalty. I don't want none of that. Texas, they're still smoky. I'm good on that one.
That is crazy. So y'all, that was what's tea in the street.
I think it's gonna be this heavy, but this was happening, and there's some things that it's just something that we need to know and be updated on. What's going on in this world.
So we're gonna move right on.
Let me put you on. What you about to put them on to? Because I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to put y'all on to.
Hakim, do you have anything that you want to put us on to? We're gonna let you go first.
We're gonna put us on to a lot today, okay? We're gonna put us on to a lot.
You gotta
yes.
It's so much stuff. I mean, one of y'all go first. Let me see what y'all come with.
Go ahead, Sam. It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
What's something new that I learned? Okay. We're gonna go to something If y'all haven't heard Chris Brown album, it's dope. It's pretty smooth. I like it. I like it. So y'all make sure y'all go listen. That's my put them on.
Let me put you on. Let me put you on. So I'm about to put y'all on, right? I know this girl, like, you know, she a videographer or whatever. And she got her little business. I mean, a big business.
Don't say
Y'all need to go and book her. She the camera.
okay. No?
Go book her if you need a video shoot, music video shoot, documentary, short film, business, commercial, branding, commercial, promos, TV show, talk show. Hit her up.
All
She
that.
help you get that done. Okay? She gonna help you get that done. She got a new camera and she ready to work. So I'm just letting y'all know. I'm putting y'all on to she the camera. I'm putting y'all on.
But it's crazy you mentioned her because I worked with her before.
For real?
She is dope, y'all.
Yes.
Like when I'm telling you, like she listens, she pay attention to what you want, and if you don't have an idea, she got a creative mind. Please book with her. She the camera, dope.
Yes. Real dope.
Those are the kind of people I like. I need them for my creativeness. I'm not the most creative person. So the people like that, like who y'all talking about, they work magic.
Yes. Y'all heard that from 3 people. So y'all go ahead, hit She the Camera up, www.shetacamera.com. Hit her up and tell her Danica sent you.
Okay.
But I also want to put y'all on to something else too. This singer, I've been listening to her out, her music or whatever, Tim's.
Tim's.
Right. She got a song, she got a trending song on TikTok. I didn't know that she sung this, but I saw she was at the BET Awards. I'm like, okay, let me check her out. I didn't know who she was. And I was like, okay, this is the beat that I cannot dun, 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 dun. She sung that.
Free
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So that's who Tim's is. I was just like shouting her out. She got some dope music. So if you haven't listened to Tim's or don't know Tim's, TMS, check her out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put y'all on, man. Listen, it's big time, right?
What?
This is big time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put y'all on. It's a lot easier and better to build your business with somebody else's money as opposed to using your own. And business credit as opposed to using your personal credit. The reason why is it was made that way, right? Interest rates, everything is lower when you're using business resources as opposed to personal. You don't want to save $30,000, work for years and spend and save $30,000 after you use all of that money, take all of that out of your account to start your business, and you start from zero when you can use other people's money to start your business, have your $30,000, and start building and growing and scaling your business. All right, you pay that money back, 0 interest most of the time, depending on what you qualify for. But you start and you got your money. It's a win-win situation. That's what it's meant for. So build your business with other people's money, inventory, marketing, hiring people, whatever you got to do. Use other people's money.
I'm about to use other people's money.
That's how it goes.
I just got my LLC last month. It's on.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
you
My money.
There you go. And also one more thing, when you got your LLC and your EIN number and all that, these different carriers like AT&T, Verizon, all these different people that we work with or that we buy stuff from and use their services, ask them what they have for business owners and entrepreneurs. A lot of times they got special programs or special deals, but they're not going to tell you when you just walk in the store looking for a phone. You have to really ask them questions to see what they have.
It's that's on.
You get a lot of different stuff when you ask those type of questions, and you got the documents to prove it. So that's very important.
Okay, thank you for that. I really appreciate that.
For sure, you're welcome.
Yes, I'm taking that with me.
I was
Taking that with me tonight.
tell you, but at the end of the day, they're trying to get all the money that they can, so they're not going to tell you. So it makes sense.
Yep. Unlimited, and I just said that I just learned a lesson. I live out here in the woods, right? I had to get a hotspot. I've been struggling for a long time trying to get some stable internet, and I done spent almost $1,000 on some hardware down here just to get some things running.
Dang.
Finally got it, but it took a lot of work, a lot of phone calls, a lot of back and forth, and finally I was told, hey, if you have a business account, you get unlimited internet for cheaper what you're paying now, the same company. So
wow.
a lot of things changed once I found that out. I was like, oh yeah, let's
Wow.
go there.
Where you live at?
Man, I'm out in Wanda. I'm out in the sticks. You know what that's at?
Where?
It's like Wanda. It's like 45 minutes north of Atlanta.
Oh no, I never heard of that.
It's literally like an hour away from South Carolina border, if that.
For real? Dang.
Yeah, like right there.
How far is it from Georgetown?
About 5.5.
Okay, it's the same.
Yeah, I guess depending on how fast you drive.
All right, so that was dope. So now we about to jump into the game. Sam, what game are we playing?
We're gonna be playing this or that. So I'm gonna start pretty much. Yeah, I think pretty sure everybody know how the games go. You pick two things, and we all gonna choose which one we prefer. So I'm gonna start with tea. I'm gonna choose tea or coffee.
Tea.
Ah.
You already know I'm gonna say tea. I love tea. You don't love tea? What's wrong with you?
I'm on the coffee side. I love tea too, but I'm on the coffee side.
I love me some tea, honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
have
your
to.
favorite tea?
My favorite tea, let me see. I'm trying to think about the type of teas that I'll be making. But I like the hibiscus flavor and I like peppermint flavor. We like a hibiscus peppermint tea.
Okay. And Sam, what's your choice? Or do you pick? You don't pick, or do you pick?
Yeah, she picked.
Yeah, I did tea.
Two tea lovers. What's your favorite kind of tea?
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
That
That's
makes
good to like go to sleep and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Knock out, honey. Knock out.
Chamomile and what's the other one? Lavender. That stuff puts you to bed.
Yeah.
It's over.
Okay, so my question is the smartest person in the world or the richest person in the world?
Smartest.
Whoa.
I'm smart. I'm money.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take rich.
I'm taking rich too. I ain't gotta be smart. I ain't gotta use my brain. I'm rich. I'm already rich. I don't gotta think. But this is me every day, y'all. What's up?
Thanks.
Yeah, here's $1. There you go. $100.
Balling.
We don't think in this house. We just rich.
Rich. That's it.
Look, I'm out here trying to be smarter and not smarter.
Yeah, right. Look, we're getting smart to try to get the money.
Right.
If you got the money,
Well, you got the money. You ain't gotta try to get smart.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out.
Okay, all wrong. Like I ain't just listening to all these.
So I got one that's like really been that's really been big on social media, and I like to see perspectives on this. So I'm curious what y'all gonna say, right? Are we going with an 800 credit score, or are we going with $2 million cash?
$2 million.
What you got, Sam? What you going with?
Yeah, we're going with the money.
You say we go with the money?
She going with the money this time. She going with the money this time.
Going with the money. So I want to ask y'all though, what made y'all pick the money and not the credit score? I see a lot of people pick credit score too.
Because
I mean, I feel
like the money. I like money.
If I got the money already, even though with the credit score you'll be able to go and get what you want, but with the money, I can still do the same thing.
That's it.
Same thing.
And build my credit score in
Exactly.
that time frame. Use a $2 million bill, invest, build my credit score and still get what I want to get. If I had a 800 credit score, and it's like by the time I invest, by the time my credit score get to 800, I done double, triple, quadruple my income.
That's a fact.
It's the best of both worlds. I'm sorry, I gotta emphasize like use a song for every phrase I do. It's just
not wrong.
Sorry for that. It's all good. I got songs for everything I say too. I'm like a little radio over here. People get sick of me. I always got a lyric for what I say.
You gotta make it into a song. It's only right.
Yeah, it's only right. I feel the same way.
Which was Samantha?
So what's another one? I
feel like this is gonna be a real good one.
It probably gonna okay. Would you rather learn about world religion or learn about the theories of
The theories of what?
Oh, I went. No, I ain't even gonna use that one. Don't worry about it.
Girl,
I'm trying to think of one.
don't think too hard.
I really am. All right. Would you rather be good with animals or be good with children?
Children.
Oh man.
You said children.
Yeah. I mean, I am good with children, so
Yeah, I was just looking at questions. I know that was like an off the wall one, but yeah.
I'm gonna say kids because I have kids.
I'm gonna do it.
But they crazy. Kids be crazy, man.
I'm gonna say it.
I think kids, because like nowadays kids need that attention, they need that affection, they
True.
need to be understood, and they really need to be like mentored and prep for like the real world or whatever. But in like in a soft way, and I have to like be hard on them, but try like being able to like understand a kid and a kid understanding an adult, and like, let's do this together, kid. All right.
See, was just I ain't even thought that deep. I just chose animals because I'm thinking like I don't want no kids right now, so let me just go ahead and choose the animal.
You gotta have kids. Because these kids they need guidance.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Kids with parents that can guide them. Be that person to like be able to guide the children.
That's true. That's true.
So what you got, Danny?
Money or love? I'm choosing money. I'm gonna buy what I love. I'm gonna buy what I love, okay?
No, I'm picking the money. I'm going with the money too. I'm going with the money.
Our money.
They don't want to go with love.
Hey, she might love somebody with money, but I'm going with the money.
But I'm gonna fall in love with the money.
Yeah, see?
Yes, I like that. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Just have mine direct deposit. I want to wake up out of my account. I don't even want to think about it. Just I need direct deposit. Boom.
Yes. Don't need the money. What would?
Thanks.
I had a good one. What's up?
What was the one I had? I thought of a good one. Let me see. It's gonna come back to me in just a second. Dang. I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. What was it?
Now you gonna have that.
Yeah, I lost it. I don't know where it went. I could think of one. So let me ask you this: would you rather be able to communicate with animals, or would you rather be able to like read everyone's minds?
Communicate with animals.
Animals.
I do not want to read everybody's minds. I'm thinking like I pass by somebody and they just have these. No, I don't.
I don't even want to know what's going on.
First of all, I got too much on my mind. I be overthinking. I ain't got time to be hearing what other people got to say. Like I ain't got.
Oh my goodness.
You give me, yeah.
I think I'll roll with the animals too. The people is too much.
Especially nowadays. Heck nah. People are no.
Yeah, people are wild.
No way.
Nah.
It's a cool tool to use though, but I think I'm good on it. Too overwhelming. But you talking about generational wealth. Look, if you can read minds, you have some generational wealth for sure.
Tell you.
But you talk to your animals. You tell your animals to go snoop on them. And they come back and tell you the tea.
Yeah.
They tell me, all right, boss, this is what they're doing. Thank you. Thank you.
Like detail for detail.
Listen,
you got a point.
You got a meeting with the CEO. All right, this is what I need you to do. I'm sitting here with the CEO and tell me what I need here. Get a goldfish. Put the goldfish in the tell me everything I need to know. So this is what they do. Boss, the CEO said he gonna do this, that, and that. Take away this and that. Okay, you ready? I'm about to take over this business with his mouth. You know.
You about to be CEO.
Yeah, I think that's a good plot. That sounds like a good plan, actually. Yeah, never know how it happened.
Yes.
How did she become the CEO? Yeah, just like that.
How did she know that?
The goldfish in the same place, chilling.
Right. Just swimming. Keep on
right.
swimming. Keep on swimming.
No, I like that.
Y'all got another? Y'all want to do one more? Oh, y'all good?
Yeah, we can do it. It's up to y'all. I'm down.
You want to do another? Okay, so my last one is I did have 3.
I had 2. Let me find
Oh,
one. Go ahead. I'll find me another one.
It's simple. Scary movies or comedy movies? Comedy.
I like comedy.
Oh, I love comedy.
I like to laugh.
Facts.
Scary.
Scary movies don't be scary no more though. They be funny to me.
They don't. They don't.
Yeah, I'd be like,
They don't.
They don't.
They really.
Yeah, it's more comedy than anything.
Okay, this is a good one. Okay. Rich and famous or famous and unknown?
Rich and famous or famous and unknown?
Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Yeah, me too.
I don't need nobody to know.
Nobody like living my peaceful life, living my life like it's golden with a whole bunch of zeros behind it.
I'm trying to just be able to go shop in peace. I ain't got time for these pictures.
Right.
They're gonna be like, they ain't gonna like me if I'm rich and famous. Like they ain't gonna move. I'm not trying to take no picture. I don't want
to no pictures, please.
Oh.
Yes, no.
Yeah, thanks. Give me all the money. You don't have to know my name or nothing. That's life. I live about
you don't know my name. Oh, I gotta go to vocal lessons.
Come on now.
Yeah. I ain't even. I tell you my that hurt.
So since this is Georgia, right? I gotta go because before I moved down here, I didn't really notice. I didn't think about it neither. We all in the South, but I didn't think about how country Georgia is outside of Atlanta. Like it's super country in Georgia. So, would you rather live in the city or would you rather live in the country or the rural? What do you call it? The
City
rural
girl.
area?
Hey,
City girl.
City girl.
Yeah, she from New York. She's like, I can't live in the country.
I'm a city girl before the city girls. Okay.
Okay.
Period.
Country, because I don't want to be around a lot of people. Yeah, country. I rather be all that. Like, give me the country.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say
my neighbor's too far now. Like, don't have. And
you're gonna be 100 miles away in the middle of nowhere. This is your house.
Like
no stores, no nothing for 100 miles. No gas station. You better have gas.
They might get a Dollar General. They seem to pop up in the woods.
Yeah, the only thing we have a Dollar General 30 miles away.
That's it.
Don't put me deep in now. Just a little bit. Let me hit the surface.
You got a gas, but you get the. I'm gonna say city because I love the city. I'm from the city, but certain parts of it's peaceful in the country, so you can't sleep on it. But right now, I'm still on the city vibe.
I just like the convenience of being close to things and like
right.
to drive far. It's like okay, I go to Target right here, the mall right here, all these restaurants around me, gas stations that like
yeah, that vibe is lit being able to do
and
that.
Like I like living and then like especially like when you go walk there saving on gas too. Gas $20. So being able to like walk to the store or walk this place or walk that place. That's why I was like, I'd rather the city because it's the convenience and the distance of things. I don't like driving far or
I can myself living in the country and it's gonna take some getting used to like, God damn, I really gotta drive 45 minutes to go to a goddamn store. But I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna be talking shit the whole time, the whole
ride.
St. Luke, girl, St. Luke.
Exactly. Never get places.
That Atlanta traffic daily, I was like, no.
Listen here, I don't even go nowhere. Like literally, I put my tank up Juneteenth weekend. I'm like a little under a half.
Yeah. You be in traffic all day, sitting with them cats.
I'm a little under a half today. I haven't put my gas since Juneteenth weekend. I don't go nowhere. The store and back. The store 5 minutes away. Come right back home. That's it.
That's all.
That's all. I go to the store and the post office. That's it. That's it.
I feel that.
That was our game for the night. That was dope. I enjoyed it. We're gonna go to phase 7, which is asking questions or any advice, any extra advice from any one of us, like to give the people who's listening. So I'll start. Like, y'all take heed to what was the gems that was dropped today. Like, plan out, have a plan, do your research, be willing and be open to learn, because at the end of the day, all the information that was dropped today is only going to put us in a better position.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to allow us to elevate within ourselves, within our family, like, so we can create that financial freedom and generational wealth. So take heed. That's all.
Any advice or anything that I have for you guys is just, get that money.
Mm-hmm.
Money. Choose money.
Choose the money.
It's okay. Like I just feel like, coming from a struggle, you've been taught to like money is the root of all evil, or it's important to choose this over money. It's like you can never choose money because it's like, where's your morals? Like, no, I'm gonna choose money because money is power. Money is power, and that's just it. We live in a world where money is power, and ain't nothing to do about that. So if you want to struggle, stay over there. But I'm gonna choose money,
right?
And then I get everything else once I got the money.
That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. I love you said that.
Choose money.
Choose money. The money.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. I'm gonna say mine. For anybody, mine would be really resilient, because nothing out here is gonna come easy.
Yeah.
So you have to really, really, really be resilient and strong-willed to keep on pushing no matter what happens, and just know that it's gonna be a grind, man. That's it. It's gonna be a grind. So you gotta be resilient. You gotta keep on pushing. You gotta have faith and confidence in yourself that you can make it happen. If you don't have confidence or faith in yourself, nobody else gonna have it for you. So that's what it is. That's what I say.
Yeah. So, Sam.
Okay. So y'all, before we end it off with our quote of the day, we're gonna allow Hakim to shout himself out and let everybody know where they can follow you on your social medias.
Yeah, so on Instagram is Hakim_building leaders, because we're trying to build more leaders in the financial industry that's in our communities. Facebook is Hakim Mustafa, HAKIM MUSTAFA. You will see 2 pages come up, business and personal. I'm on Twitter. I'm on the new app Fanbase. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Snapchat. I mean, you can find me on any but the main ones: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And LinkedIn. That's where you'll find me, especially if we talking business.
Yes. Any business you want to shout out or let them know about any bit of your businesses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you need to get your personal credit in order, you need to get life insurance, you need to get insurance for your house, to make sure, if something happens to you or your spouse, at your house and all your bills and your family is covered. If you need to get other people's money to grow your business, get inventory, get payroll, get a new office space, whatever the case may be, you can, contact me, DM me for all of those matters. We get you taken care of and move you to the next level.
Nice.
So y'all already know where y'all can follow us. Faces of You and I. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter,
TikTok.
We're on TikTok as well. So y'all make sure y'all follow us on all those platforms. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Sammy Soul, the number 1, and on Twitter.
The number 2.
The number 2. She is so correct. I mean, it says she, like, I don't know why I cannot remember my.
Sammy Soul, the number 2, guys. SAMMIESOUL 2.
2. Dose.
And you guys can follow me at Danny K DANNIKAII. Follow me at Sheeta Camera at follow my girl at Sheeta Camera at SHETACAMERA. And if you want some waist beads, follow me at Self Station. I just started my website on Etsy, so make sure y'all go to Self Station Essential on Instagram at SELFSH. Wait, let me start over. SELFSASHUN Self Station. And order your waist beads. on my website. Click the link in the bio to order weight.
Y'all can tell I'm having a long day because I'm tripping. Y'all go follow me on my business page, Soul Locks by Sam. Get your locks done. Come on, come on, and crown done. I got you. I promise you. I am ripping tonight. But yes, follow me on Soul Locks by Sam.
It's a long day. It's a long day.
Take it from low. Just look at the light of it. Just look at the light of it, okay? Yeah, that was a lot of follow.
Yeah, where y'all can follow us. We're gonna end this tonight. It was a great episode, and once again, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. We're gonna end it with a quote. So my quote is, "Don't stop until you're proud." So go.
Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it.
You won't, like, if you're not satisfied with it, keep going. Like, if it's not it, like, hey, it's not turning out how you want, keep going, keep hustling, keep doing your thing until you get it. For real.
Facts.
Okay, so my quote is, and it's basically what Hakim told us today, but in summarizing it all in a quote, okay? All right. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing.
I like that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I love that quote. I'm gonna write that down.
Just tell you to send that to me. I like that.
I got one that's really short.
Hakim probably like, this girl's crazy.
No, I got one that's real short, very powerful and impactful. Think about it when I say it, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna have their own little perspective when I say it, but it's powerful. I wear it every single day on my arm, right? Okay. My quote is, "Don't be a little bitch," right?
I like that.
Don't be a little bitch.
Don't be a little bitch. That's what it is. That's the quote, man.
I like that.
Don't be a little bitch. So, but the reason for it is because, things happen and we start whining and complaining and crying and just gotta suck it up and keep on pushing. That's just how it goes. So I wear it so I can read it and it reminds me to keep on pushing, and hopefully that helps somebody else out.
Write it down right now.
Little bitch, stop playing.
Don't be a little bitch. You gotta keep on pushing.
Yeah, I like that.
It's the way all our quotes align with each other for real.
Right. Well, Hakim, thank you so much for joining us tonight on A Phase of You on our podcast. We really appreciate your time, your knowledge, every gem that you drop on tonight. And thank you for saying yes to be on this podcast. That really means a lot to us. And, this was a great episode. I really had a good time with Hakim or whatever. And, make sure y'all follow him on all of his social medias, book him to get that credit done, that health insurance, healthcare, hit him up, okay? Thank you so much.
I appreciate everybody. I love it. I appreciate y'all letting me come on here. No problem. Say my little 2 cents. I look forward to connecting with y'all.
This was really fun. This was really fun. Anything you want to say, Sam?
Just we appreciate y'all. Well, yeah, we appreciate you, Hakim. We appreciate the people that's listening. And hey, thank y'all for the support.
Yes.
Follow the podcast. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Podcast. Let's go.
Anything you want to say before we leave, Hakim?
Nah, man, I just appreciate the platform. I appreciate y'all's time. It's been real. I look forward to doing it again sometime. Okay. And linking up, doing some some business, making something happen. I need photo shoots. So I gotta find the sheet, the camera.
Go to sheetofcamera.com. That girl, she's dope. She's really dope.
Yeah, I'm working on the Boston plan. I think I need a photo shoot a month or something like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Well, if that is all we have for y'all tonight, y'all have a good night. That is the end of this episode. Until next time, y'all.
Bye.
All right, bye. Have a good night.
Have a good one.